Hello everyone, Vito's A32 back again for another edition of What's on Deck. In the last video I looked at Kickstarter stuff. Now we're gonna look at other stuff in the playing card world and some Black Friday stuff. Um, so let us do that. Actually, there's one here that I missed from Kickstarter. So first of all, let's look what we got here. We got these coming Black Friday Gatorback Edition Doré from David Blaine on his website. His website's finally back at working order. He was having a sale. I don't know if it's still ongoing. I don't know how limited these are going to be. Hopefully not super limited like his red decks. Although it wouldn't surprise me. But they're Metal X foil, pretty slick, obviously, pretty nice must-have for anyone who's got Gatorbacks or like Gatorbacks or likes David Blaine decks. So hopefully he doesn't make it too limited. It's not like he can't afford to put 2,500 or 3,000 or whatever. But then again, he does like limited edition decks sometimes. I don't know what time. I don't know if he's gonna list a time. I guess the best bet is to keep an eye on his Instagram and Twitter as the days approach. It could be Thursday night at, midnight Eastern time. It could be Friday morning at noon Eastern time. Who knows? Just keep your eyes on his website, his Instagram, his Twitter to find out when they're live. Next up, we got Stripe playing cards from dealersgrip.com. Never heard of them before. Apparently it's sold out already. Just released yesterday. It's already sold out. The box is really ugly. Kind of looks like a cigarette box. A boring, plain cigarette box. The cards are kind of neat. Kind of like that. The Ace of Spades isn't bad. But that's all we're seeing. The rest of the cards are probably fairly standard. It looks like the shipping fee was not good. Then we got Lux Griot, designed by Rick Davidson from jpplayingcards.co.uk. Their .com link does not seem to work anymore. Very nice. Associate free colors. They only produce two, basically a red and a blue, with foil backs. Looks very nice. You can get them on their website right now. They got a special early bird price available. It's like £14.5 UK pricing. So we'll check it out. Very nice. Completely custom. There's one I missed on Kickstarter, the Flush Fatale, from some Canadian chick. It's not going to happen, I don't think. They're looking for $35,000 Canadian. That's like $28,000 American. It's a pretty lofty goal. They don't have a whole lot of actual card art showing here. They got lots of artwork, a lot of what you're going to see on the cards, but they don't actually show you what the cards are going to look like. Other than this right here, which shows you an image, tells you it's going to tell you the name of the person on the top and bottom, and then there's a suit and number in the corners, whatever that means. However, they're going to print that out. It's going to be, apparently it's hand lettered, so they're going to write out the suit, and then going to have the value. Apparently they got all sorts of grandiose stretch goals as well. There's like $100,000 stretch goal. Ain't going to happen. I don't even think it's going to fund, much less get $100,000 or $80,000 or $60,000. Also, and they're talking about all this stuff here, metallic false stamping on the card tuck case and all sorts of stuff. It's being printed by Print Ninja. I don't think the quality is that good. I've never even really heard of them. And apparently for shipping, they're partnering with Black Box, a shipping company that's developed by the makers of Cards Against Humanity, which is all about Kickstarter shipping fulfillment. So that's fine. But I don't know if I trust Prince Ninja or what kind of quality that is. It's probably shit quality. Next up, these are found on eBay. They're like $10 for a set. That's $10 US for a set. And actually, I checked it out and it was like free shipping to Canada. Unfortunately, it's eBay, it's PayPal. I tried. Didn't work. Fortunately, somebody on Facebook is helping me out There's a blue one and a red one. It's a new Bicycle World Poker Tour decks. I like that. They're pretty cool. Some resemblance to some previous decks. Nice new Ace of Spades and new Jokers as well. I don't know if they're pictured here or not. And they're almost sold out. They got 2 available. Here we see the Jokers and the Ace of Spades, and the number cards are just jumbo index bicycle cards. A little bit different faces than the actual bicycle court cards, but fairly straightforward. Not sure how somebody in Lithuania was able to get these decks, but hey, as long as they get delivered, there's no screwing around. I'll take it. I do believe that these will eventually be available elsewhere. So if you want them and you are unable to pick them up on eBay, don't fret, because I'm pretty sure, like the other Bicycle and B Poker Tour decks, they will be available eventually in a variety of places. Next up, we got this DTS deck available from Art of Play. Apparently, it's very limited quantities. It's also very limited artwork. You get this back design, which is pretty simple and plain. The tuck case is the nicest thing about it. The faces are completely standard. The Ace of Spades you don't see on here. It's just a spade pip. No customization whatsoever. It doesn't even say anything. It's like the Ace of Spades from the Magicon, the original Magicon deck, and a couple other decks that Dan and Dave have done. Pretty boring and lackluster and lazy, in my opinion. And next up, we got Illusionist Knights from illusionist.com. So not a big fan of these court cards. I am sick and tired of Madison and Ramsey and all their friends putting their faces on playing cards. It's a chess-themed deck of cards, as you can see by the back design. So why not do something chess-related with the court cards instead of this same old crap? And I mean, it's fine to do it, once or twice, or even once in a while. But it's just so many decks with the same faces. It's boring, it's lazy, it's lackluster, and so forth. Apparently, you can actually determine the value, or the rank, I guess it is, by looking at some of these chess pieces, according to somebody's comment. Kind of weird, considering Madison almost apparently claims he almost got killed for cheating, and almost every deck he puts out has a marking system on it. I mean, good grief. What's if all this F5, C7? I don't even know. Anyway, it's okay. Nothing too new and exciting. Mediocre, as it says there. I like that. So that's that. And one more to tell you about coming up Black Friday from King's Wild Project, right on their website. The new Silver Arrow Black Edition, as you can see. There's a Silver Arrow deck, is one that he tried before on Kickstarter. He was going to make it fairly cost effective by producing like 20,000 decks or whatever. Failed miserably. The only deck he said that actually failed because the goal was way too high, and the decks lacked all the bells and whistles that most of his backers expect and want. So he threw his hands up in the air and said, you know what? Screw you all. He produced a deck, whatever deck was after that, with all the bells and whistles. He charged like $20 a deck or whatever. And, well, that pissed me off a little bit. I'm all for making the deck more affordable, and I don't really care too much if there isn't all the bells and whistles, but that's just a slap in the face to the customers. To not only to go and charge more than what you would normally charge for the same thing, basically, the same quality. The biggest problem is he was trying to print way too many. He was not going to sell that many. Made the goal way too high, and he just really, I don't know. I appreciated what he was doing, but it just wasn't going to work. All he needed to do was print a smaller quantity and charge a couple bucks more would have been fine. But no. But anyways, now he's finally producing. We're going to be available on his website. It's exactly where it should be. He doesn't need Kickstarter anymore. Why he uses it, I don't know. He's had tons and tons of backers and followers. If he can't get people to go to his website and buy his product, he's failing somewhere, in my opinion. Because it's not all about Kickstarter and Kickstarter backers. His name and his brand are known. People are familiar with it if they're on Kickstarter. And they'll go to his website and buy the decks. So there's no reason why he needs to use it. Elsewhere, for Art of Play, they have a new deck that they've teased, a recolored version of the Red Wheels deck, which is the Blue Wheels. Hopefully that's the last of those ones. We don't need to see a whole bunch of colors of the Wheels decks. That will obviously be coming Black Friday, more than likely. Of course, they have that new DTS deck I mentioned. A couple other new ones as well, if you missed out, Memento Mori and Lost Wax. And last year, they did offer 20% discount for Black Friday, so they may be doing something like that this year. David Blaine, of course, has the new Gator back deck, Edition A. We don't know exactly what time it's going to be released, but sometime between 11 or 12 on Thanksgiving evening and, midnight on Friday. Probably 11 or 12 the next day, if not, Friday, if not Thursday, late night. Of course, there's a King's Wild deck, which is going to be released on Black Friday. I don't know what time either. That's the Silver Arrow Black. And Thirdway Industries apparently will have some deals as well. And check out all the card websites from all the creators. So they're going to have good deals and clearances that you're going to want to check out. And all the other card sites, all the big sites as well. Fear 11, I'm sure, will be releasing something, though they haven't teased anything. I don't know if Dan and Dave is doing anything. They just released their Maker's deck recently. Don't know if I mentioned that one or not last week. Actually, I think I did, so don't worry about that. The Blue Crown, I don't know. I don't really care. Alex Pandrea seems to have pretty much given up on the website. He hasn't released anything in some time. And all he's really released in the last 2 years is like NLC colors that you can pick up elsewhere. Anyway, in the last couple of NLC decks, there was a Black Gaff deck, and there was also the Vanishing Ink Magic versions. Those actually released elsewhere before they ever made it to Blue Crown's website. In fact, I don't think that the Vanishing Ink Magic deck, the NLC deck, actually made it to the Blue Crown's website. I imagine Conjuring Arts will have something, as usual, and Savings as well. So make sure you check them out, and that'll probably be, late Thursday, late Thanksgiving evening. And Illusionist, they usually don't do anything special for Black Friday or any releases. They just release the nights. That's the release. That's their Black Friday thing, more than likely. They will, however, be having Christmas specials and whatnot in the coming weeks, so be on the lookout for that and probably more new releases, possibly. Is there any other websites I'm missing? I'm sure cardexperiment.com will have savings and, all the other main sites. collectibleplayingcards.com, playingcards.net. Speaking of which, collectibleplayingcards.com has a couple new decks in there. Little Atlantis, both the Liberty Cards version and the Bicycle branded version available. That's the Night and Day. I missed that in my deck review. Forgot they were Night and Day. You can check them out. I will have a review coming in next week probably. They also have the Bicycle Tomb of Cthulhu, a limited edition foil version, and the regular version, which I got coming at some point in time soon. A purple Carnival Midnight deck, which is not really a new deck, but it's new to them. Bicycle Asura and Bicycle Dream in the black gold editions, which I will be getting in the near future. A new version of the Quality Cardistry deck, second edition. This one's printed in Taiwan, as opposed to the original, which was a B deck. And then there's this one here, Illusion Blueprint deck by JC Sum, whoever that is. It's a collectible deck of playing cards for illusionists, illusion enthusiasts, and magic geeks. It celebrates the art of illusion in a unique fashion. The back design features the building plans of a conceptual sawing a girl in half illusion, complete with dimension lines and actual dimensions. And there's all sorts of other blueprints related to cards, obviously. Actually, from what I can tell, looking at what I'm seeing here, it's just a custom back design. I'm guessing the faces are fairly standard. It's made, for magicians. It's a pretty cool back design, I guess. It's not bad. Better than some other decks we've seen. And the Ace of Spades, of course, it's pretty cool as well. Let's see. There's also a secret one-way back. There's some kind of differentiation in a gear cog, the top left corner. And there's a force card, Revelation, for the 8 of clubs in the design on the card box. Printed in 310 GSM, linen French paper. Only 500 produced, so it's pretty limited. I'm guessing it's make plain cards, judging by that. I could be wrong. Could be in Taiwan. Who knows? But not bad. I will be getting, obviously, to review it from my sponsor. And that is that. Always lots of new stuff coming up at collectibleplayingcards.com. Of course, use the code VITOS842 to save 10% on your order. Don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. And sorry for splitting up the video today, but I guess it's all good. See ya.